Welcome to the annual American Cinematheque Award, which this year is being presented to a woman who has been on a butt-kicking journey into the hearts of America for quite some time now. And of course, I'm talking about All-American Amy Adams. The Steadicam was just following her down a hallway. Just behind her, the Steadicam. And she did something magical with the back of her head. It was her hair. She was acting with her hair.
So many times I think of mentors, we think of mentors as people who are super involved in people's life, but there's also the mentors that just set a good example, and that's Tom Hanks. And I always wanted to please him, and I remember one time on Charlie Wilson's War, it wasn't the scene where my ponytail shaked, although that was pretty impressive. Just saying. I learned to do that in second grade, so don't think it was like, that was like how I thought I would get a boyfriend.
Amy was talking about wondering what to do next and thinking about her life and her work and how important it was for her, for whatever project she was working on to mean something to her and mean something to people that watch it. And I was just so, I really admired this because Amy, at this point, you've already done enough to secure your place in the Hall of Fame, but the fact that you're still searching for meaning and for significance and to go deeper than you already have is a great inspiration to me.
And my friends are like my family. I'm really, really lucky to have the support system that I have. Sometimes I question being an actress. I have to be honest. I sometimes go, am I doing enough? My husband constantly is like, you're doing enough. Oh my gosh, but he's amazing. And I'm very lucky to have him for, we can't agree if it's like 16 or 17 years, but it's a long time. I'm very lucky to have him, even though I think he might rather have Justin Timberlake. I'm not sure. It was a little weird for me tonight, I gotta be honest.
We all know this. Amy Adams is a phenomenal actress. And anyone lucky enough to know Amy personally at all knows she's an amazing mother and a loving wife to her husband, Darren, who I am not ashamed to say I have an ongoing bromance with. It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Amy, congratulations! My favorite redhead. I love you so much. I couldn't be happier for you. You are so worthy of this amazing award, and I mean, you're such a talented actress, beautiful inside and out. The choices that you make are incredible. You're so interesting and original and funny.
So she went to the playback monitor and studied her performance a few minutes, and she caught my eye, and she pointed at the counter. She wanted to go for another take. It reminded me of Babe Ruth pointing to the bleachers.
The thing I remember most clearly was during these interviews that just get so repetitive and hard to find meaning in. Amy said something that stays with me all the time, that it's so difficult being an actress because you have to have such a thick skin with all the things that people say to you, all the things that you hear, and then you have to have such a thin skin when you're working and be so vulnerable. And it's so true, and so true about her work, that she somehow maintains that incredible vulnerability that moves me every time I see her.
People sometimes presume that an artist at the top of one's game must be a total nightmare. Yet, Amy's the opposite. Instead, wait for it, she is a wonderful person. She is generous, she is warm, and she is full of grace. So, in short, tonight we honor a unicorn.
Jake got to really, really work with you. I would kill to really, really work with you. You see everything. I am so lucky enough to say that I have been seen by you. And you're far from regular, but I am inclined to speak to how normal she is, as everyone else has too. I say this usually to the point of redundancy about actors that I really love, but it's because you're a good person. You step into these realms, you embody emotions, people project all their emotions onto you. You allow yourself to be received, you truly learn from people like you, and if you weren't a good person, it just wouldn't go down like that. She's never lying, so you trust her.
In those times of doubt, I always ask people what they get out of movies. So today, I asked my 7-year-old daughter, why do you like movies? She's like, well, everybody likes movies. And I was like, yeah, but what do movies mean to you? And she told me, she's awesome. She said, I like movies because they allow my imagination to grow, and they make me feel like I'm dreaming even though I'm awake. And I love that. And I feel really fortunate, and I know we all feel fortunate to be a part of that. And I want to thank you all tonight for making me feel like I'm living a dream even though I'm awake. Thank you so much.